So you just get home from work, get ready to pay some bills, maybe check out the checking account. Well, consider this. Women make up about half our workforce, but still make, on average, just 78 cents for every dollar a man earns.
Really? Well, in his State of the Union address, President Barack Obama made a plea for higher women's wages. But is there now a place where women make the same as men? Well, this afternoon, the top 3 highest paying cities for women in the workforce.
Across the country, women in full-time jobs make 78% of what men make in similar position. That's more than $10,000 less a year. There are some cities attempting to close that pay disparity. Coming in at number 1, San Jose, California. Women earn an average income of $56,000, which is more than double the average in the worst-paying city, Laredo, Texas. Washington, D.C. is number 2 with an average salary for women at $55,500. That's 80% of what the average man makes. And number 3 goes to San Francisco. Women earn on average $54,600 a year.
And it doesn't look like the pay gap between men and women will close in our lifetime. According to new research from the Institute for Women's Policy Research, it'll be another 45 years for that to happen. 45 years!
It's amazing how that disparity is still there. Why are you holding this against me?
You're a man.
I'm going to get it. It is truly incredible, though. So why not take matters into your own hands and become your own boss? Research shows American women are starting nearly 1,300 new businesses every day. That is double the rate of just 3 years ago, but you need to know being your own boss can be challenging. 8 out of 10 entrepreneurs who start businesses fail within the first 18 months. Well, today we meet 2 women who are helping startups succeed.
It takes time, money, and talent to start a business, and these women want to help.
Lots of HBS.
Julie Lean and Clara Brenner are the founders of Tummel, a nonprofit that helps startups get started and make an impact in the community.
We are on a mission to empower entrepreneurs to solve urban problems.
Tummel provides startups with $20,000 in funding, and office space to work in, and a mentoring program.
I think the most important thing when starting a company is finding people who've done it before you.
There are more than 9.1 million women-owned businesses in the United States, but starting is often the hardest part.
We didn't really anticipate how many no's we were going to get until we got to a yes.
To make our startup a success, seek funds. Last year, venture capital investors funded about 1,500 startups. Also, consider working from home. 52% of all small businesses are home-based. Be flexible. Most startups end up doing something different than they originally intended, and don't do it alone.
The value of your team it's so important. It's absolutely critical to your success.
Tummel helped Rosie Broom, CEO of Hand Up. It's a business that provides people with a way to fund the homeless by texting.
So they're really bringing together a community, and that's made a big difference for us.
Sean Connolly and Tom Evans are also entrepreneurs who found help in Tummel.
Every day, learning more.
Be hungry and stay hungry.
It's support for startups that's also solving social problems in cities.
And we believe we're disrupting and shaking up city living.
So as of this afternoon, Tummel is working with 5 startups and about 25 entrepreneurs. The group gets donations from companies and foundations and investors in for-profit startups that have the potential to impact and solve urban problems. Get this, any profit they make on investments gets recycled right back into new startups.
How about that?
Isn't that great?
That is a neat program. So once you have your startup, or maybe you don't and don't even aspire to own your own company, have you ever pondered what is the secret to success? Well, it might be simple. In a poll of executives, 90% said they wake up before 6 a.m. on weekdays. Since most of their time is eaten up during the day, they're free to do what they want in the early morning hours. Here are a few other things successful people do before breakfast.
They've been up and about before most people even get up. But what do most successful people have in common? They start early. Many start the day by checking email. They quickly scan for urgent messages or craft important emails while their minds are clear. Successful people also plan and strategize while they're fresh. Using mornings to do big picture thinking helps visualize and prioritize the day, week, or month. They read the news. Most successful people have a pre-breakfast ritual for getting the latest headlines. By the time they get to work, they have a pretty good idea of what's going on in the world. The top morning activity of the rich and powerful is exercising. Exercising in the morning means they can't run out of time to do it later.
Another thing many successful people do is meditate. Many devote themselves to a spiritual practice like meditation or prayer to center themselves before the rush of the day. And Jimmy, it doesn't have to be too long. Studies show just a few minutes of meditation can help.
And you're ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but that's the best time of day for me is the morning.
To start the day, because otherwise you run out of time.
Exactly, and you get tired too.
Yeah.
Well, that's what successful people do before breakfast. Now, let's jump to dinner. We're in the Delmarva Life Kitchen next, learning how to make Caribbean-style shrimp with help from Snapper's Waterfront Cafe in Cambridge.
And once our bellies are full, we're paying a visit to a true Delmarva treasure, the Fenwick Lighthouse. We're going to learn more about this beacon's rich history.
Plus, the countdown is on until the season premiere of Big Brother. We'll hear from the house guests a little later. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.